All right, then we will resume our meeting with communication. We have no one signed up, so moving ahead to superintendent's recommendations and reports. Mr. Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Begley. At this time, Mrs. Hauer will be covering the items listed under personnel, professional, and personnel support.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Mr. Begley and members of the board, I have several items for your consideration this evening. Under personnel professional, number 1, resignations, letters A through J. Number 2, unpaid leaves of absence, letters A through D. And number 3, employment, letters A through I. That concludes all the items I have for your consideration this evening under personnel professional.
Thank you, Mrs. Hauer. I'll entertain a motion to accept the recommendations.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Clark and Mrs. Gundrum. Mrs. Lane, call the roll.
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Mrs. Gundrum?
Yes.
Ms. Birding?
Yes.
Mr. Begley?
Yes.
Mr. Begley and members of the board, I have several items for your consideration this evening under personnel support. Number 1, resignations, letters A through G. Number 2, unpaid leaves of absence, letters A through D. And number 3, employment, letters A through D. I would like to bring special attention, if I could, to letter B under employment. As we know from our presentation we just had, after 31 years of service, our transportation director, Bill Westerbeck, is retiring from his position, and we wanted to take a moment to just say thank you to him for his dedication to our school district. He's definitely a legend here in Fairfield, and with him leaving, he leaves very big shoes to fill. But who better than the person who has worked with him successfully by his side over the years as the Assistant Director of Transportation, Miss Jeanette Flick. She's here with us this evening. We're very excited to recommend her to you. She started working with us as a bus driver back in 1995, right? She's been with us a very long time. So she worked with us as a bus driver. She's also worked as a transportation dispatcher. She's currently the assistant director and now is being recommended to you as the director of transportation. So Mrs. Flick's expertise, together with her strong work ethic and her calm demeanor, make us believe that she is the perfect candidate for this job. So we're excited to recommend her to you this evening. And that concludes all the items that I have for your consideration under personnel support.
Thank you, Mrs. Hauer, for those recommendations and for that introduction, and welcome. Welcome to this new job, this new chapter for you, right? And for the district. It's a big role, and we're excited for you. I know you can do it. I'll entertain a motion to accept those recommendations.
So moved. Second.
Ms. Birding, Mrs. Gundrum, Mrs. Lane, call the roll.
Ms. Birding?
Yes.
Mrs. Gundrum?
Yes.
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Mr. Begley?
Yes.